Good morning.
Good morning.
Got a big video for you today. Going to be sharing with you 20 sales that we've had on various platforms that help us make a full-time living selling online. And also we have a store. But anyway, my name is Greg.
I'm Robin.
And we go by Fresh to Retro. All right, so was a pretty good sales day for us. Our retail store was closed. We were closed on Tuesdays. We're now open 6 days a week for through summer and into the early fall. We're located in Myrtle Beach, right down by the ocean, and so hopefully we'll have a lot of tourists coming in to visit our store through the summer. So we'll be open an additional day, right?
Yes, sir.
But we had a pretty good sales day yesterday. We sold on eBay. We sold on Poshmark. We did a little Whatnot show last night. We're new to Whatnot, but we'll share with you some sales we had there.
If y'all can give us any tips on Whatnot, please do.
Yeah, well, I don't know. We have really good stuff. We're on there. We just don't have a lot of followers yet or anything like that. So, we're working on it, but tips are appreciated.
Yes.
Did you have any Mercari sales?
No, sir.
Okay, so sold on 3 platforms. So 20 total sales. Some of them are multiple items. But anyway, we'll get started showing you those. Before we do, if you'd take just a second and subscribe, that would really help us try to get this YouTube channel launched. It's a new adventure for us too, just like Whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
We'd appreciate it. Thank you. And so now, what you came for, here's what's sold.
So these sold together. This is Whatnot.
Okay, so we'll do our Whatnot sales for you first. These 2 hats sold together. I really don't remember. Some of this stuff probably went pretty cheap, cheaper than we would typically sell it. But again, we're trying to get our footing, some traction, if you will, on Whatnot. So anyway, this one sold. I know this is a repeat customer for us on Whatnot.
Mm-hmm. And he's even inquired about some more hats.
Yeah.
And then those 3.
And then these 3 sold together to a really good, who's been a really good friend of ours on Whatnot. So it's a Nike youth hat, a Jordan Flight hat, and then a Nike, just like a 5-panel running kind of hat. So 3 transactions on Whatnot for a total of 5, 6, 8 items. All right, so moving on to eBay. Another hat. We talk to y'all all the time about where we get all these hats. Most of them are retail arbitrage, and we pay anywhere from $4 to $10 for them. That's probably where all of those Whatnot hats, I think, were retail arbitrage. This one actually came from a yard sale here local. We stumbled across a person that they'd been selling online and stuff, and were getting out of it. And they had a bunch of minor league hats, and that's what this is. It's a BM Ritter's the brand, but it's a minor league hat. And that's where this one also came from, that same yard sale. This is a Myrtle Beach Pelicans minor league hat. So 2 minor league hats out the door. We do really well with minor league baseball hats. I don't know if you ever try them or not, but if you come across them, they actually sell pretty well for us. This would be a retail arbitrage Boston Red Sox hat. Again, we paid somewhere between $4 and $10 for it. And then these Columbia fish flag hats always sell pretty fast for us, regardless of some colors are better than others, but all colors seem to sell. So somewhere between $4 and $10 for that.
Keep the hats going.
A couple of beanies, keeping the hats rolling. Eastern Washington. This one, probably retail arbitrage. I'm thinking it's a top of the world hat. Eastern Washington. I might have said Eastern Michigan. Anyway, Eastern Washington beanie. Beanies retail arbitrage are usually less than $10. We try to keep those more in the $4, $5, sometimes $3 range, if we can find them that cheap. And one more Nike beanie, Futura beanie.
That one was definitely 4 because we got a bunch of them. They have like pics on them.
Oh yeah, and we've notated that in the listing. You can see it. I don't even know if that's a pic. Anyway, it kind of is, but yeah. So you're right. We did have, that may be the last one now,
Really?
though. I didn't see any more. I just went to storage unit to get those. That's where we have them. And I didn't see any more, so maybe that was the last one. But yeah, anytime you have something with a flaw like that, we always try to make sure we take a very good picture of it and notate it heavily in the description just so you don't get any complaints. Another automotive sales brochure. This is a 68 Oldsmobile, so this is an old one. It's got a little wear on it, but we always do very good when we find stuff like this. These came from a big buyout of a local guy. He had a bunch of these in a storage unit and wanted to get rid of them. We took them off his hands, and they keep selling.
I wonder how he got them because it was like various ones, you know?
I have no idea, but that man, it was a lot. We still have a lot listed, and I can't remember what I gave him for him. It was ridiculously cheap. Remember?
I was wanting to say 50, but I'm not 100% sure.
50 was on my mind, but I mean, it was big totes full. And like that one, I think sold maybe for $11 plus ship. I don't know. I'll take it because they've been easy to do. Grant Thomas shirt, you'll see it better up there because it's already in a plastic bag. This came from our recent pre-estate sale clothing haul. So go check that video out. Over 500 pounds of clothing we paid $400 for. So I would say literally pennies in these. So we're pricing them and selling them pretty cheap. This one sold on Poshmark, by the way. Poshmark sale. I didn't tell you, but that Eastern Washington beanie also was a Poshmark. Not that it matters, but you know. This is an old vintage Columbia Clippers shirt. This came from our pallet buy. Mm-hmm. We went up into North Carolina and bought a couple of pallets of stuff from a gentleman. He runs like a wholesale operation up there. And he'd come across all these pallets of mostly sports items, you know, hats, clothing. We have like some mugs that came out of there, some, you know, just some different novelty stuff, but very little into these. We didn't count the total pieces in the pallet, but
we paid what, $500?
$500 per pallet, mm-hmm. And he said that he guaranteed like 1,000 items. So, you know, and some of them were more than that, but he guaranteed 1,000, and you could walk around the pallet and see the boxes. And
he had the tops open,
mm-hmm.
so you could look in. And he said, you move things around some, and you know, see if, make sure that's what you want. And we spent a lot of time thinking about that.
Yeah, we did, because we took a U-Haul. We only had room for 2 pallets mm-hmm. That we knew we could get. Because we didn't have, whatever the size U-Haul was, we knew we could get 2 pallets in there. So we were trying to make sure we got 2 good pallets. And anyway.
Actually, when we went to go rent it, we were going to get a van.
Oh, yeah. Thank goodness.
And the van wasn't available.
Yeah.
The van wasn't available. So she says, I can put you in this U-Haul for the same price.
Yeah.
And thankfully, we went with that because we needed it.
Yeah, I think in our mind, we were going to get 1 pallet and just stack it into the van.
Mm-hmm.
But when we got up there, the pallets looked pretty good, so we were like, we can get 2 in here. So we went ahead and got 2 pallets. I think that's how it went. But anyway, that's where this came from. And this is a Poshmark sale. This also came from our recent pre-estate clothing sale. Hopefully we'll be saying that a lot because we have a lot. We have a lot. But anyway, it's like a golf zip up vest, windbreaker kind of a thing. A Better Than Sex volumizing mascara, right? I think this is our last one, I believe. We've had a lot of these retail arbitrage. You've heard me say, if you've watched any of our videos, we used to sell these on Amazon. And we were ungated and two-faced and got regated. One of the little issues with Amazon, if you ever deal with them. But anyway, sold on eBay.
These sold together?
These 2 CDs sold together. Bob Seger and a Franz Ferdinand. We like to sell CDs. We entice people to buy multiples. We run buy 2, get 2 free. And then we also run like volume discounts. Like if you buy 2, it's so much off. 3, so much off. 4, so much off. The reason being, we sell most of these $7.97 free ship. Most of them. Some a little bit more. And if we can get somebody to buy 2, they'll still ship for the same price as 1. Even if they buy 4, for the most part, it'll ship almost the same price as 1. Sometimes it's a little bit more, but we make more money when they buy a couple at a time. These did not work out that way. These are singles. Martina McBride.
Or are your singles?
Yes. I didn't even know I had that one.
That was one.
Oh, okay. We have 2 accounts. That one sold on one of the accounts. This one also sold on one of the accounts. Actually, all this stuff sold on one of the accounts. I don't know that I've told you which one. I don't know that you care. But they sold on one of the accounts or the other. Who's this joker? Cal, Tgader, Jazz. It's probably really good. I don't know. Scott Joplin. We've had this one a while. I only know that because I know where I pulled it from. And then this one just listed average white band. If you ever buy on eBay, here's what not to do. So as soon as this person bought this, or with his purchase, came a note that said, "Thank you so much in advance for shipping both the CD and the jewel case in a sturdy box. I'll be sure to leave positive feedback." Well, we don't ship CDs in boxes, and the reason why is we do free shipping, right? And I got to keep the weight down, or I can't sell these for $7.97 free ship. So it really annoys us, does it not?
It does.
When someone sends a note and tells us how to package the item after they've made the purchase.
I saw that this morning. I'm like, oh, that agitated him.
It agitated me. Here's the thing: but reach out to me before you make the purchase and say, "Is it possible to have this shipped in a box?" Now it's gonna get to him, and I might put it in a box. I don't know. It depends on the weight. If it goes over in weight, I'm not putting it in a box. You know, I'm just not. And you know, he can do what he needs to do. Or I'll reach out to him and say, do you want me to cancel the order? Doesn't matter. Anyway, but if you're going to ask somebody to ship something a certain way, do it before you make the purchase. Don't make the purchase, then tell them how to ship it. I've shipped thousands of CDs, right? We don't ship them in boxes unless they buy a whole bunch and they need to go in a box.
That's your rant for the day?
Deep breath. It's all good. What else you got back there?
I think that's all.
Well, we'll take that. Today we'll be back at the store. Store's open today. So Robin's going to probably go start boxing this stuff up. I'm going to go clean some media. We always run it through the cleaner, make sure it's scratch free if it needs to be, get some pictures taken so we can get some eBay listings done, and get to the store and probably work on filling the store up. We did not show you these. I'm glad. We sold these golf, I don't even know if you can see them. They're golf training items. I guess all these are a little bit of a different weight. I don't know exactly what you do with them, but it was a good sale. I think we sold them for $80 plus ship. And a perk of being at the store is people come in and bring stuff for us to buy. And that's where these came from. A gentleman brought a bunch of golf stuff in, some clubs, some bags, some balls, just head covers, random stuff. And those were in the mix. So anyway, that's where those came from. I hope you see this. Hope you're still around to see that, because that was probably our best sale today. So anyway, we're going to get off to work, right?
Mm-hmm.
Can you see that little sign back there? It says, do what you love. So go do what you love, right?
Right.
See you next time.
Thank
Thank you.
you.